Hello, folks. Once again from the flight deck of the Carenado King Air 350i. We are here in Salt Lake City, Utah, with plans to go to Portland International in Oregon. So let's jump right into it with no delay. We'll get in the air, do some flight planning, but for now, let's get the bird up and functional. Just gotta configure some views here first. But as we stop by areas that we need to stop by, we will most certainly make it good to go. And I put a little extra fuel in there for a little bit more idle time. This doesn't have an alternate power unit or APU, so we are simply going to be getting the bird going. We need to push these condition levers all the way up. And we'll start number one first. We'll bring it here to about 12% for the startup. And we'll go for the left start. We got good rotation. There we go. Prop is coming down. You bring it up to a low idle. And we'll go for the second start. Because if I delay too long without having ground power connected on this particular aircraft, the battery will die and we won't have any power. We've got the left generator on. As you can see here, prop is going to come all the way up and then it'll come back down. It says initializing. Got a fuel flow is going to come back down and it's going to stabilize. And let's bring that to idle. As such. There we go. That's good enough. Got our condition levers satisfactory. Let's do a little bit of right rudder here. And we want to go just a little, about plus 4. This tends to pull left on the runway as well. Alright, let us go ahead and tune our radio. We do have air traffic control online today. But first, 124.750. Let's hear what the weather is like.
Salt Lake National Airport Data's information uniform 16540 left 200 at 4 visibility 10 few clouds at 4000 ceiling 6500 broken 10,000 overcast temperature 14 dew point 8 altimeter 2991 simultaneous approach is in use. ILS runway 34 left, LDADME runway 35, ILS runway 34 right. Approach is in use. Notices to airmen. Taxiway Hotel closed between Taxiway Hotel 11 and Taxiway Hotel 30.
Alright,
Taxiway
so
Quebec closed between runway 14 and
flight
runway 17.
34
Taxiway Hotel 12 closed.
35 for
Taxiway
departure,
202,
12070.
205, 206, 207, 208, November. Papa, Romeo closed. Runway 34.
Alright, we are on
That's flight
20270. And
Southwest 888 Salt Lake Center Class 4 aircraft. Salt Lake Center Southwest 888, say again, squawk. Southwest 888 Salt Lake Center Squawk 6064, say aircraft type. Salt Lake Center Southwest 888, copy 6064, aircraft type 737 slant 800.
let's go ahead and
Southwest
put
888,
lights on here so that people know that the aircraft is alive. Could have done that beforehand, but it's okay. Alright. Let's start dealing with our flight management computer. And we'll set
Southwest 888, radar contact 70, Southwest bottom on viewer.
Says no flight plan, obviously, because we are going to put a flight plan in. And obviously our destination is here. And our alternate airport is Kevuo. I technically don't even know where that's at, but on the flight plan, that's where it said it's at. So, we're going to go with that. Now I can look at our flight plan here. TWF, Prof, why don't we just go ahead and get our entire clearance going before I even start typing anything into the computer. Get my pencil ready. Salt Lake Center, November 350 Kilo Tango, request IFR clearance is filed to Portland International.
November 350 Kilo Tango, Salt Lake Center, standby.
So he's looking at our clearance, has told us to stand by. So that's what we'll do. In the meantime, let's just configure the rest of the aircraft. So we're going to be going up to 21,000 today, or 22,000 rather. There we are, 22,000. And we don't know about our heading or anything yet. But our flight director is already on. Let's just double check that. Off, on. Perfect. So the rest, we're just kind of waiting for the gentleman to come back on.
Good morning, Seattle Center. United First, sorry, Salt Lake Center. United 23, I'm here with you, final 290. United 2419, Salt Lake Center, Roger. November 350 Kilo Tango. Have a amendment to your clearance.
Roger, Center, November 350 Kilo Tango, ready to copy amended flight plan.
November 350 Tango, cleared to the Portland Airport. Via radar vectors, join Victor 484 Airway, Twin Falls, Broke, restaurant unchanged. Maintain 10,000. Expect flight level 22010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.27, squawk 6014.
Roger, Center, and can you repeat those that first altered waypoint that you gave me there?
November 350 Kilo Tango with radar vectors, join Victor 484 airway, and then Twin Falls.
Roger, understand vectors, and then on the way to Tango Whiskey Foxtrot, climb and maintain 10,000, expect flight level 220, 10 minutes after departure. The departure frequency is with you, squawk 6014 for November 350 Kilo Tango.
November 0 Kilo Tango, read back correct.
Alright, so it's kind of hard to hear them, especially because of how I'm recording. I have to have it come out of the other speakers so that you guys will be able to pick it up. But we jazzed through it. So let's set our squawk at this point so that he knows where we are and who we are.
United 2319.
There we are.
United 2319, you're with you. United 2319. Give the skis for arrival on board.
And we'll take a look at this.
Roger, give the skis for.
So we're going TCH to
United 2319, clear the Salt Lake Airport, be at present position, direct early, resume skis for arrival.
So,
Roger, clear to Salt
as we
Lake, and
begin our
we'll
plane.
change the skis for
we're going to put that in. So our first point here is going to be TCH. TCH. Enter that in too. And we most certainly need to know which one it is. So we're going to go that it's the first one because we are not heading east by any means. We're going to be heading west. And we should check this TCH out actually here before we put it in to make sure which one it is that we are absolutely going to. I think it's the first one, but we need to be certain. So we need to go check out some charts here.
Delta 3524.
Yes, sir, we like to request the production.
Delta 3524, cruise is requested.
So the departure that we were using was the Twin Falls 3. So we should find the TCH point on there. Which it is not on there. But we will do this let's see, so we're going to choose this one here. And let's pull this back up. As he says, Victor 484 is our next. Victor 484. And then on to TWF. After that, we can follow the rest of our flight plan. Then we have Broth and Japa. So we have Broth, Japa, J-O-B-A, and then finally the Hood 3 arrival, which that could very well has changed, but we will go ahead and go with it now. And got the Hood 3 there, and there of course you see Japa. We don't know what runway.
United 34, Minneapolis Center offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
So let's go to our legs here.
There's a change, 122 decimal, United 34, bye-bye.
TCH. And then all these other waypoints are on the Victor Airway. Then we go to TWF, then ROF. And once I get in the air, we can configure our VNAV. Once we're airborne, which that'll just be a matter of us changing these altitudes over here, which in this one, that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. Alright. So we have a makeshift flight plan. Let's get our aircraft ready to go. Got our generators on. Let me turn the right generator on now. Turn our ESIS on. Let's check our flight surfaces. Let's put our auto feather on. Go and check our annunciator. We need to turn our bleeds on. Not a problem. Our bleeds are on. And then we need to come down here and put our wonderful rudder boost on, which is that. Annunciator panel looks good. Now we've got that set. So now we simply need to arm a few things here so that when we hit the autopilot, we'll be set to go. And of course, we want to go up. To expect 10,000, but I'm just going to set it for the 22. We got to All right, looks good to me. Now, I need to look at the airport chart or diagram. We're at General Parking right now. So here's the terminal, and we are right over here in this area in the General Parking. So at some point, I don't know what runway he's going to give us. Might be even be 35. Then we can just taxi on over here and come out that way. Get a top-down view. That's what we see. We're facing there, and 35 is right here. So we would essentially come left, probably pick up this taxiway here, come straight down, take a right, and be ready for departure. Let's see if that's what he gives us. Salt Lake Center, November 350, Kilo Tango, ready to taxi.
November 350, Kilo Tango, runway 35, taxi via Kilo.
Roger, runway 35, taxi via Kilo, November 350, Kilo Tango. So, it's just as we suspected.
Salt Lake Center, low, Redwood
Did a lot of
218,
mumbling.
330, we are 61 east of Coaldale.
I did a lot of mumbling getting this aircraft started up.
Redwood 218, Salt Lake Center, radar contact.
So I do apologize for that.
034.
You hear my daughter screaming like a maniac in the
Squawk
background.
6034, Redwood 218.
Got our taxi lights on, nav lights on. We're pretty much ready to go. Let's fix our altimeter
6 Salt Lake Center.
to 29er. I don't quite remember what he said it was, so let's check the weather quick. I don't even know if he actually gave me the altimeter, but
Redwood 218, request
29er
3.
91. No worries.
Redwood 218,
Got
call
us
them
at 29er 91.
350. Up to 350, Redwood 218, next.
Right. Here we go for taxi. Very gentle with these throttles on this Carenado. They are somewhat sensitive. You bring them too far back.
November 0 Kilo Tango squawk altitude.
Roger, going squawk ready for November 350 Kilo Tango. Right, he was just basically telling me to turn my squawk from squawk standby to squawk ready or squawk Charlie. So now we'll come over here and pick up Kilo as instructed. We can get out of this guy's hair, get to our destination. Takeoff. As we ever so gently taxi down this runway. I don't think we're going to have any delay in our departure. departure. So let's get our landing lights going and our strobe. Alrighty, just brought one level of flaps in.
Emergency 12 Minneapolis are offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a safe flight.
Salud. Even as I'm taxiing, this aircraft still likes to pull to the left because of the props, I guess. The engines always naturally make it drag to the left. Once we get up to speed and the rudder takes over versus our steering, we should be fine. Hopefully tower comes on, or center comes on here and gives us an immediate dust off here. Otherwise we're going to have to call them and let them know we're here at the runway. Salt Lake Center, November 350 Kilo Tango at runway 35, holding short, ready to go.
November 0 Kilo Tango on departure flight 280, runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Roger, runway 35 clear for takeoff, November 350 Kilo Tango. Alright.
November 0 Kilo Tango flight 280, please.
Roger, heading 280 on departure. So he wants us to fly heading 280. I guess we can do that upon his request. line up and we'll get that situated. So let's make our heading 280. In heading mode. Alright. Let there be a departure.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 3524 stacking the concept.
3524, right?
There we go. Rudder in there. And I mean, this wind is pushing us around here. Really sticking it so I can hold it in the runway here. And we can pull back gently. Flaps now, and let's turn on the autopilot. And we're gonna go up.
Delivery 0 Kilo Tango Red Academy, accepted.
Roger, please say again for November Kilo Tango.
Delivery 0 Kilo Tango Radar contact altitude.
Roger, altitude is 6,200, climbing to 10,000.
Delivery 0 Kilo Tango climbing to level 260.
Roger, up to flight level 220, November 350 Kilo Tango.
Deliver 0 Kilo Tango Fighting 310, and then join the 484 airway.
Roger, fly heading 310 and then head on to the vector. Way for November 35 Kilo Tango. So we're going to go over to 310 now. Simply hit our lateral navigation and we'll be good to go. Get a little look out here and see what we got. Some nice scenery here. Leaving Salt Lake, over the Salt Lake here. FMS active now, which I just did, as you can see here. So the aircraft is now 17,000, so landing lights off. Looks like we got some clouds up there to get through. Hopefully the weather is not too bad for this light little aircraft. Turbulence going on here. We're passing through these clouds. Down here in a little bit so we can keep speed as well as save a little fuel. There we go, we got to that little patch. There's a nice dark one right above us. Salud! Here. Still got some wind, as you can see. The plane is facing 2901, but the wind has got, so we're yawing a little bit off this line because of the way the wind is blowing us. Starting to smooth out. Looks like this area here will be a little bit smoother as we ascend through 14,000. And then we'll put our altimeters to 2992. So I'm just going to drop the nose just a hair. Our climb to 1,200 feet per minute. Looks like all of a sudden we are in a cloud. So we cannot see anything. So we'll just wait till we get to the cloud. There we go. Let's go on here and look and see what we got. All right. Our destination, and this is us. You can see that weather we're going through. It's about a little 2-hour flight as it stands now. As we get up a little higher, we'll increase some speed there.
United 2319 cross bear, Adam 17,000, Salt Lake altimeter 2991.
Cross bear and 1,000 for 2992.
United 2319 cross bear at and maintain 17,000. 17,000.
And we'll drop the nose again. Getting ready to pass 18,000 pretty soon. Above these clouds here. Alright, now we can adjust our altimeter to 29 or 902, which we just did. Let's go and take a look around the aircraft. Gears up. And we can get a nice little view from our window seat here. Outside, it's not a bad little cockpit, rather cabin on the aircraft. Not bad at all. Only thing about this small of an aircraft, there is no bathroom, so you better not drink too much or have any type of emergencies, because it ain't gonna happen for at least 2 hours. So we're up and cruising. We're over some water now, probably Salt Lake still, and above the weather, which is a good thing. Just approaching flight level 200 here shortly. So our ground speed is 228 miles per hour. It's funny, it's supposed to be at 1,000 feet climb per minute, and it just kind of did what it wanted to do. Let me get my prop control there. Bring that back a little bit. Let's see, we got 59, 60. Slide it down just a little bit. Let's bring our nose down
With
here.
divers ground line, there's a terminated sequence change group, no safe place. Frequency change for rotate India.
Start bringing our condition levers back a smidge. So we got
Salt Lake Center, American 724 off runway 0 left, Boise, climbing through 4,600.
Back just a hair.
There's 724 Salt Lake Center, radar contact, I'll maintain almost 210.
I'm maintaining 210, 724.
There we are. 80 and 80. I wish there was a way on this aircraft.
Delta 3524 descent power, special maintain level 190.
Make the condition levers move at the same time. There might be, but I don't know how to do it. So maybe I'm the failure.
United 2319 descent by eastward arrival, runway 34 left.
So again, you can see the nose of our aircraft is facing 280 degrees, almost 284. But the winds are
Sorry,
picking up
conveyors,
so high,
19.
and it's sideways
Report
or
radars that are
yaw
offline. Radars missed permitted
position.
improved.
So our ground speed went up a little bit. We're at 245. That's good. As we level off and
Good afternoon, American 1912, 4320.
need to be.
American 1912, Salt Lake Center,
And that's the Unicom for American 44. You take care now.
So now we just cruise
American 1912, radar contact, use your mouth, east voice and reservoir.
in his airspace for quite a while. We're past the weather.
Nation to level 340 for American 1912.
Clouds.
American 1912, auto maintain level
Okay.
340.
So
Except to level 340 for American
we
1912.
just cruise for a little bit.
American
And,
724, resume navigation, roar, auto
I'll
maintain
come back in a
level
little bit.
340.
We'll look at our arrival and
maintain
configure some waypoint elevation so that when we get closer we can activate our vertical navigation. So we'll see you in a bit.